Pleasant good morning to one and all. I'm going to look to do a video with the walk through Bridgetown, starting from here in Culloden Road. This area is known as Culloden Road. And this is a bright sunny morning. Remembrance Sunday, to be exact. I'm looking to do a video of the Remembrance Sunday parade downtown. So I'm going to walk downtown from here in Culloden Road. So this is the Foreign Affairs building that I will get to shortly. I'm starting my video from here in Culloden Road. And then I will, first of all, I will show you the Barbados Vocational Training Board headquarters. This is known as the skills training. The second Sunday in November this is. So this will lead you back to the garrison and back to the south of the island. This is the Lawrence Greenhouse, known as the Barbados Vocational Training Board. So this will lead you back to the garrison, back to the south of the island, the south coast, and back to the Bayville area and Backwards Road, and so on. So this area is known as Culloden Road. And this area will lead you back to Charleston Park, Charleston Avenue. So I'm on Culloden Road, St. Michael now. And this area is St. Paul's Avenue in Culloden Road, which will lead you back to the Bayville area as well. So this is the Barbados Vocational Training Board. So Charleston Avenue, where the Slumber West Pillow store is. So this is Charleston Park. Over here. So this is where you sign up to learn a skill like carpentry, machine working, garment making. You sign up here. This is the headquarters for the Barbados Vocational Training Board, which we in Barbados refer to as skills training. I did a program there. I did carpentry and machine operating there. Well, not at that particular place, but at one of the branches, at one of the centers, the demonstrating centers. The National Insurance Building is behind here. The statue of Sir Frank Walker, a national hero. Sir Frank Leslie Walker, known as Frank by name and Frank by nature. The statue was erected. The Right Excellent Sir Frank Walker. The statue was unveiled by the Prime Minister of Barbados, the Right Honorable Owen Seymour Arthur, and Lady Pauline Walker, who would have been his wife, and it was unveiled on the 28th of April 2003 in recognition of the sterling contribution to the labor movement in Barbados. Frank Walker was responsible for the labor movement in Barbados. This is all Culloden Road. And this is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building right here. And this is Royal Bank of Canada at Charleston Park here in Culloden Road. Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. You can see our coat of arms. This is our Independence Month here in Barbados, the month of November. I'll go to this little side road here. So this is the traffic lights here at Collymore. So this is the Royal Bank of Canada here at Charleston Park, the Royal Bank of Canada. The traffic lights here at Culloden Road. This is the E. Humphrey Walcott building, which is an annex to the National Insurance building. So this is where you get your unemployment benefit and so on. So right now this is the suburb of Bridgetown. We are on the outskirts of Bridgetown at the moment. So before I go downtown, I will walk around the National Insurance Scheme building. This is not the National Insurance building moved here in 1992. All the National Insurance Scheme. Here in Culloden Road, named after Sir Frank Walcott. I was going to go straight down the other side, but there's some things I want to show you over this side. So that's the reason why I move back this side. So this is the National Insurance building. National Insurance vehicles. We are parked outside the National Insurance building. Let's say they're doing work behind here, so I wouldn't go behind here. I won't go behind here today. I will walk around. This is Culloden Farm, where our first Prime Minister, father of independence, a national hero, the Right Excellent Earl Walton Barrow, once lived. Earl Barrow used to live here at this site first. This is now the home of the future home of the Duke of Edinburgh Awards. This track here will take you back to Culloden Road as well. I mean, the Bearville area. Back to Bear Primary School. This little track will take you back to Bay Primary School and the Bay Line area. So this is Culloden Farm, where our first Prime Minister, father of independence and national hero, the very excellent Errol Barrow, used to live, Errol Walton Barrow. So the home of the Duke of Edinburgh, the future home of the Duke of Edinburgh Awards. And this is the National Insurance Scheme building. So this is a Sunday morning. The National Insurance Scheme building. And a lot of offshore companies are out here as well. The Frank Walcott building, known as the National Insurance Scheme building. As I said before, the National Insurance Scheme moved from downtown up here in 1992 when like Erskine Sandyford was the Prime Minister of Barbados at the time. So the Saji car also has a place here. Open rattle. But this is not a rabbit. Alright, let me head into town now. I don't want to walk for these open things here for me to fall inside or get hurt. Equity insurance is right here. Equity. If moving pit deli was in here at one point. This is where Saji car is, where the mutual bank was. So looking back at Upper Collymore, back with the traffic lights, Upper Collymore. This should take you back to Bishop's Court Hill and People's Cathedral Church and so on. Up the road here. Equity Insurance Limited. So all here is Sagicor. Thomas Pierce building. Insurance Association of the Caribbean, Inc. So Nemville, another insurance company, was here. So I'm heading down to Lower Collymore and back down to Bridgetown. And this is the George Street in Belleville. Cedel Place, Cedel, which is another insurance. And over here is what was the Ursuline Convent Secondary School. The Ursuline Convent School closed down from this location in 2023, August, because there weren't enough nuns. So the Ursuline Convent School was here. The convent school used to be here. You can see the chapel in the background. This way back to the NAS building and Culloden Farm. National Disabilities Unit right here. So this is where the Ursuline Convent was. They had a primary school and a secondary school here. So this is the suburb of Bridgetown on your side. We're at the outskirts of Bridgetown. The Ursuline Convent School closed down, as I said before. They had a primary school here and a secondary school. They used to have plays here and theatrical plays here. More for the primary and secondary school. At Christmas time, to be exact. Especially at Christmas time, they used to have plays here. I was also told at the Graydon City Secondary School they are planning to move it here. Lauriston building. So the convent school was here, the Ursuline Convent. The primary school was the St. Angela's and the secondary school was the Ursuline Convent. This is Purity Bakeries here. This is the place where our bread is baked. The Purity bread is built here, baked here. Purity Bakeries and Henry's Lane, another neighborhood on the outskirts of town. So this is a town area. Purity Bakeries. Purity Bakeries. This is the lower Collymore, the bread and pastry shop here. Purity. Yes, there's all Purity Bakeries. So I can walk down. This is supposed to be a Barbados Teachers Cooperative Credit Union Limited here. Straight ahead down here is River Road. And this is the Queen Elizabeth Hospital here, the country's state-owned, state-run hospital. The main healthcare facility in Barbados. Right here, the Queen Elizabeth Hospital is right here. So I'm now in town. So this way about a Jamas Lane and Bay Street. This is the George Allen Chronic Research Disease Center, Chronic Disease Research Center. So this is Jamas Lane here. At the end of Bay Street, at the corner of Bay Street. The George Allen Chronic Disease Research Center. George Allen Chronic Disease Research Center. Jamas Lane here. And this is the way to the Sylvester Scott Polyclinic at Lady Mead Gardens. And this is the Delaware Clinic here. Yeah. So this is the new African Trade Center here, where the Ministry of Health was. The government gave it to the Africans sometime early this year, in March. Jamas Lane here. So this is where the new African Trade Center is going to be. The government gave it to them. Government gave it to the Africans. So this is Jamas Lane. The corner of Bay Street. The Ambrose Church is back here. Lady Mead Gardens here. So you can see the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral right here. African Trade Center will be here, where the old Ministry of Health was. And the St. Patrick's Cathedral, Roman Catholic Cathedral. Already African Trade Center will be. The Ministry of Health sustained fire about 5 years ago. So this is St. Patrick's Cathedral here in Bridgetown. African Trade Center, a Fraxton Bank. Coming soon. The government gave it to them. So this is the Roman Catholic Cathedral and the school next door, the primary school. So this is Lower Bay Street. This way back to the Garrison as well, and back to the South Coast. Savvy on the bay here, or Carla Bay. African Trade Center. I won't really walk on the beach now because the beach is, because of the time. But Savvy on the bay is all here. I'll be on the bay. Copacabana Beach Club is all here. So this is Nelson Street that will lead you back into the city. Nelson Street that will lead you back. This is a village, sorry, a neighborhood in the city known to be a red light district. District. This is Martineau House, where the Barbados Labour Party had its first meeting on the 31st of March, 1938. Or Copacabana here, where the Rise and Rum was yesterday. So this is all Bay Street. This is all Charlotte Bay. A construction site here as well. So this is the lower part of Bay Street in Bridgetown in St. Michael. The lower part of Bay Street. The London Board City Community Center. That's what it's going to be here. Lobster Lake restaurant here. So I'm walking down. And this is the London Board Tower. This is a housing unit complex. Apartment complex. Oh, here's the beach. Charlotte Bay. Boatyard is right here. This is a nightclub. All access to the beach. London Board Tower is here. A housing unit complex. Going. So the boatyard right here, the Sharky's Tropical Cafe right here, and this is Nelson Street here too. I'm in Bridgetown, guys. This road put me straight to where the parade is. Yeah. Bethel Methodist Church here, which dates back to 1844. Bethel Methodist Church at Lower Bay Street. The service hasn't started as yet. Bethel Methodist Church. Hey. This is where the Empire Cinema was. The Empire Cinema was here in this building that is now derelict. And just 4 walls. The Empire was here first. Bridgetown, which is our country's capital. And this is Chicken Barn restaurant here, Chicken Barn. Lorry Dash Craft Shop at Lower Bay Street in Bridgetown. Independence Square in Bridgetown. And this is where the Manning Appliance and Furniture store was, which later became Massey. Massey closed down from this location in 2022, May. Massey closed down from this location in May 2022. This is the Chamberlain Lift Bridge, known as the Swing Bridge. This bridge used to swing years ago to let large vessels across the sea. Now it lifts. This bridge used to swing years ago, but now it lifts to let large vessels across the sea. Remembrance Day parade in town. All the Carinas here, known as the War. Square in Bridgetown, all in Remembrance Day parade. I will close this video here and start afresh.